The Hero of Sugarville and the Attack of the Giant Gummy Bears. It was, in a little town called Sugarville, everything was sweet. The houses were made of gingerbread, the roads were paved with licorice, and the trees grew lollipops. The people of Sugarville were happy and friendly, but one day, something went terribly wrong. The sky darkened, and the ground trembled as giant gummy bears appeared at the edge of the town. They were colorful and squishy, but instead of being delicious and friendly like all the other candy in Sugarville, these gummy bears were angry. They roared and stomped their giant gummy feet, knocking over chocolate lamp posts and flattening jelly bean bushes. The people of Sugarville were terrified. But not all hope was lost. There was one brave kid in Sugarville named Max. Max was known for being quick-thinking and always full of energy. He had curly brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a love for adventure. When Max saw the giant gummy bears stomping through the town, he knew he had to do something to stop them. Max ran to his best friend, a cocker spaniel named Brownie. "Brownie, we have to save Sugarville!" Max exclaimed. Brownie barked and wagged his tail in agreement. Max had a plan. He remembered reading about how gummy bears are sensitive to temperature. If they got too warm, they would start to melt. He just needed to find a way to slow them down and lead them toward the hot chocolate river that flowed just outside of town. Max grabbed a giant candy cane from his yard and used it like a staff. He waved it in the air, shouting, "Hey, gummy bears! Over here!" The gummy bears roared and started stomping after Max and Brownie. Max led the bears through Sugarville, dodging their huge, sticky paws. They chased him through the licorice lanes, past the marshmallow meadow, and finally toward the hot chocolate river. As the bears got closer, Max noticed that they were already starting to look a little wobbly in the warm air. When they reached the edge of the hot chocolate river, Max had one final trick. He pulled out a big bag of sprinkles from his backpack and threw it into the air. The sprinkles sparkled and twinkled, catching the bears' attention. They stopped in their tracks, reaching out to grab the sprinkles. But as they did, the warm air from the river hit them, and slowly but surely, the gummy bears began to melt. They shrank and shrank until they were just regular-sized gummy bears again. Max scooped them up and put them in a jar. "Now you'll be safe and sweet like the rest of the candy in Sugarville," Max said with a smile. The people of Sugarville cheered as Max and Brownie returned with the jar of gummy bears. "Max, you saved us," they cried. From that day on, Max was known as the Hero of Sugarville, and whenever there was trouble, he and Brownie were ready to spring into action. And the gummy bears? Well, they were much happier as sweet little treats, safely stored in Max's room. The end.